Okay, so this is kind of like a random update, but I was gonna make like a basic intro video, just talking in my room, just in the dark with all my stuff on, all my lights, but I don't know, not stimulating enough. I think I'm gonna go out and do something. I'm not sure what yet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I don't know about y'all, but it doesn't feel very 2000s-y in here. Let me fix that really quick. Let me see if I can do something about that. There we go. It's not focusing. There we go. That's more like it. Man, you got the sound, you got the looks. I got the fit on today. I have to go out today. There's literally no other choice. I don't know how the audio sounds. So if I find out this sounds like trash, then best believe I'm not using this camcorder again, but the fact that it's a camcorder, I would hope the audio is halfway decent. Okay, so I have to work around the camera issue because there's a lot of wind and I'm kind of far from the camera. So instead, I'm gonna use my iPhone with this really cool Frutiger Metro case that I got from Metro District, which you should get. I don't know if I should call that a plug or, I don't know what I'm talking about. For me, it's better when I introduce myself. I like to do it naturally. I don't like to be like, hi, my name is Jalen. This is information piece A, B, C. I just let it happen. And then in the case of YouTube videos, I think it'd be better if I just let my work and my personality speak for me rather than me trying to put it all together. My name is Jalen. I am 20 years old, and I am a fashion photographer, a creative director, graphic designer, fashion stylist. I don't know. I'm giving myself a lot of credit here. This is my video, so I get to do what I want. At the core, I'm a very awkward person. Very, very awkward. Very awkward. I don't know if you can tell from this camera to subject dynamic, but I'm very awkward. I like it though. Another thing about me, I do not like bugs at all. So the fact that I'm out here right now, that goes to show I am very devoted to, oh my God, there's a bug in my camera bag. That goes to show that I'm very devoted to my craft and I am willing to try new things. You didn't see that. So as you will see with a lot of my work is based around the idea of nostalgia, whether that be things that you used to do when you were a kid or different aesthetics that were popular in the past, different internet aesthetics, this, that, and the third. That's really my bread and butter. I love doing pieces like that. And then of course I try to put a new spin on everything so it's not just me replicating the past with no pizzazz. I've been really doing creative work maybe for about a year and a half now. I mean, I've been doing it technically for as long as I've been in high school, but I haven't really got into it until college because that's when I started taking it seriously. One of my first creative experiences in college was a photo shoot I did with my close friend. We went to some fields that were way off campus and we took these Windows background-like pictures. So with that photo shoot, it opened the door to other photo shoots, opened the door to more advertisement-like shoots. I've done a few brand shoots here and there, different fashion editorials. It's just like a little bit of everything, to be honest, and I like where my craft is going, but I can't help but wonder if there's more I can do. The latest piece I've been working on is my first big fashion editorial, which I've dubbed We Love November 2009. And in case you couldn't tell by the title, is basically a homage to 2009 and different pieces of pop culture that people enjoyed at that time. So things like video games, music, fashion choices, and yeah, that. One thing I particularly like about my work is how so far it seems to be me creating this universe or doing world building within my work, which was not the intention, but it just happened to be that way. So, for example, I could do my We Love November 2009 shoot and include callbacks to when I did a makeup-based photo shoot, or maybe when I did a fashion photo shoot based on Y2K bags. You know, there's just ways I can tie it together, and when I do that, it kind of makes this whole thing like a world building thing, like One Piece, and I like it. It makes me feel a lot more like a director than anything. But yeah, that's the project I've been planning on doing, and so far it's been kind of tough. This is the first big editorial I've done that's had several people together in a room at once, and I've worked with several people in the past, and if there's anything I learned is that trying to adjust to people's schedules is not easy. That being said, I have 4 models, and so far it's really hard to get a hold of all of them. I mean, you know, life happens, so it's not like I'm gonna hold it against them, but it's not easy. To accomplish this, I definitely will post more about it. I mean, I can show the mock-ups I made for it. I was gonna do that anyway. But now I'm thinking about it, I should document it a little more. And once I get done with this project, I have another huge project in mind when I get the funds to do so. And that is to actually visit the Bliss Hill that's in Sonoma County, California. And I've done the math, I've done the estimates, I've ballparked the price of how much that trip would take. It's like a band, which isn't bad all things considered, but I don't have a band of waist right now, so I can't really do it. I guess one thing I haven't mentioned yet is why I am doing art. Like, clearly I have a passion for it, and there is a backstory for what do I want to get with it. Some people might be wondering. It's hard to pinpoint what exactly it is right now, but I do want to do something with graphic design and fashion design, social media, photography. If I could find a way to put all those things together and find me the perfect dream job that's going to have me living in New York with a Corvette C6, then by all means I would tell you, but I don't know. So yeah, what I look to accomplish with all my work is to compile a huge, diverse portfolio with different editorials, videos, photo shoots, media essays, just a bunch of different stuff that I can put together to make a nice creative. Maybe I submit some model pictures to a fashion agency, then I model, or maybe I'm doing the pictures of the models, or maybe I'm doing graphic design, or maybe I'm doing video essays, or some other thing. I don't know. But something that I find very valuable is having the sheer versatility to do whatever I want. So if it's fashion design, I can do it. If it's photography, I can do it. If it's graphic design, if it's set design, if it's videography, if it's media essays, if it's something, anything art related, then I could at least have something to show for it. And I think that's what I'm trying to get out of my work. At the same time, still trying to incorporate my vision. One of the perks on being on social media a lot is you get a lot of advice, and sure, a lot of it may not be good advice, but then you'll hear like a real bit of advice every now and then. You're like, wow, I'm gonna start living by that every day. A few days ago, I was on TikTok and I saw this guy who said something along the lines of, if something's worrying you, you're either gonna figure it out or it's not in your control, so there's no need to worry about it. And that's not exactly what he said, I'm paraphrasing it, but just that mentality of not letting the future get to me, or not knowing what's gonna be in the far future. I try to live by that, and mind you, I heard this like 2 days ago, so it's relatively new in my mind. Yeah, I can't remember, but I do want to live by it because it's such a real thing. Because I've worried so much about, do I want to pursue fashion, do I want to pursue sports media, maybe something else that's not art related. Obviously it's gonna be art related, but I don't know what it's gonna be. But I'm done worrying about it, because when I find out, I will know. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I want to incorporate my vision into my work and still be able to follow my dreams and bring my vision to life. That's what's most valuable to me. See, it's much easier when I just rant and yap instead of trying to have 5 bullet points about what does it mean to be Jalen. Because personally, I'm still trying to figure out what it means to be Jalen. But I did want to try something different with all this. I hope it's, I mean, no one watches this, I won't really care. But I'm glad that I'm able to just talk to myself to a camera with all these people walking around, and I don't feel that nervous anymore. I don't know, I guess I'm just kind of used to it. Being an art major who has to explain his work to a crowd of people, doing critiques, doing videos. I think all this stuff just adds up to experience. And after a while, you just don't get nervous anymore. You know, there is no pressure. I'm kind of self-conscious because there's people over here and they're just like living, and I'm just here talking to myself. There is plenty of pressure. All right, guys, I think that's all I have to say. Hope y'all have a great day. Peace out.